Everybody get up, it's time to slam now. We got the real jam going down. Welcome to the Space Jam. Here's your chance, do your dance at the Space Jam. Alright.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's me, Train Man, and we're back with the Kerbal Cruiser. I attached the cockpit and named it the... Hold on. No, not there. Renamed vessel. Mark I Kerbal Cruiser. I have a different name for it, but we're going to get to that when the whole thing is assembled. Today is going to be a video of probably docking. Actually, probably not that much docking because I'm going to be cutting pretty soon. Well, let me just get to what I have to say. So this is the Kerbal Cruiser without a lot of fuel in it, as you can see here. Do I have a stage up there? I don't think I do. If I do, probably not going to be using it, just don't hit the spacebar. Is there anything to decouple on here? I don't think so. Whatever. As I was saying. So this is the Kerbal Cruiser as it stands out of fuel. Now, off camera, right after I attached this, I went ahead and built this. It is called the Bro I Lift because it lifts a lot. It hauled these 4 orange tanks up here without much of an issue. And our goal is to get this thing into, well, docking area. Get us into a place to dock. The first thing I have to do is make an intercept. So, first thing I'm going to do is this. Oh, not quite. But I don't even know what elevation I parked that thing at. Oh, it actually shows you that now when you're targeted on something. Alright, well that's an intersect. Do better than that. That is better. Now we have the 2 though. I don't want the 2. There we are. Just 1. Alright, so we're gonna spin around until we get within a decent range of this thing. There are a bunch of things knocked together. I mean, I probably should have recorded the docking of the command module just because it involved some kind of strange stuff. Because if you recall, I had something attached there already. But I had to blow that off, and that's floating in space somewhere. That's the cruiser body probe. And then we have the Otacon and the other Otacon. ComSat. This ComSat 1. Whatever happened to that? How much debris is around here? A lot. Victory Hub, Module, Bell, Grace. This thing is on an orbit. Still not there yet. Alright. But the important thing... Whoops. We need that and that. The important thing is the first mission for the Kerbal Cruiser, and I'm going to mention this again next episode. Well, I'm not going to mention it. I'm going to be doing it next episode. The first mission for the Kerbal Cruiser is... It's a shakedown cruise. And it's going to be, well, first to Mun. Just bring us in an orbit, not into an orbit around Mun necessarily, but into a flyby. In order to launch ourselves out of the solar system. And then our first target is Jebediah Kerman. What is that one? Oh, that's the one with nobody in it. Jebediah Kerman aboard the original Bell ship bound for Duna exploded mid-flight due to an unknown catastrophe. A bug which plagued the Bell line of ships and caused them all to go critical into somewhere in their missions. So we're just again waiting. I wish I could time accelerate faster. Nothing's gonna change. Wish I could fast forward to a point in the orbit. Wish I could fast forward to a point in time. Period. Even the other part didn't take this long, and I sent that up at the absolute wrong time. That's a victory. We can hide the ships now. We don't need to worry about them. We had an Intrepid? What was the S? What was S? I don't remember what the Intrepid was. Oh well, I'll figure it out later. I think S. What could start with S? And just S? I don't even know. Science Lab, SL. Yeah, this area is a veritable history book for our space exploration escapades. There's the Halloween debris that goes almost out to Mun. Damn it. There we go. That's better. Stop doing that. Come on, I know I can do this. Or maybe I can't, but we're gonna find out. 3.5 kilometers I can deal with. It's a pretty tight orbit, so we're probably going to be coming around one more time. And then once we come around here, I'm going to get the thing set up for our maneuver. So we've got the shakedown cruise of this thing coming up. And honestly, I had considered not keeping the giant orange fuel tanks attached and just storing fuel in those other tanks to conserve parts, first of all, and to conserve weight for the trip. However, we wouldn't have that much RCS, and we need a lot of RCS to maneuver in that ship, so I didn't think it was worth it. However, I will do what I can to remove some of these tanks. I'm going to transfer the fuel into the main nacelles. We definitely have 9 seconds of fuel. This thing burns RCS at an incredible rate. Alright, so 3 minutes until the 0 hour. Also, when we get near that cruiser, it's going to start lagging to hell. Trust me, I've done this before. It's not as bad as, you know, it's not... The cruiser isn't quite Zistonian, so we're not breaking the game with it. But... it's still very... Are we not? We're not producing any particle effects whatsoever. That's a bit odd, don't you think? Oh, it's if you get it within 1 meter per second. Come here, you. I can get you. I can get you. Get you. Come on, almost. Aha, check. 3.6 kilometers when we come back around. They're going to kill our relative velocity. Oh, for goodness sake. Alright, come on back around. You know, for a minute I thought I dipped the periapsis into the atmosphere. I've done that far too many times. Alright, so 3.5 kilometers is not loading distance, so I'll be able to, I will be aware when we close within loading distance. Or, well, at least I have the chance to be aware. So how long do we have until this? 5 minutes. Let's find our targets, you know, thing first. Alright, 180 degrees from this mark in any direction. This thing swings around fast. Alright, almost. If you notice, I didn't put any of the extending solar panels on this just because, first of all, I thought we had plenty of batteries, and second of all, I didn't feel like figuring it, or I knew I'd probably forget to deploy them. So where on Earth is this spacecraft? We're above Kerbin. Here we are, 30 kilometers out. Should be closing to within 4. There's the Mark I Kerbal Cruiser. Over. Should put more reaction wheels on these. Where'd it go? Oh. Okay. We still don't have any particle effects or sound. So that's a bit odd. I'm not complaining too much, but it does take away a little bit. Come here. I know we need to head towards it. That's the little bit we kicked off the cruiser. With 6, 5, 3, 2, 1, 0. We'll take 1 point out, thank you very much. Let's see if we can... No, not at this speed. See, I thought they said they fixed the... Uh-oh. Here we go again. 2 frames per second. No, it's not that bad. Still not great. Could be worse. Something I always want to know, is it the graphics render or the physics engine? I'm guessing it's the graphics. Because when I slow the game down, or when I use time acceleration, which should turn off the physics engine, the game is still pretty laggy, so I'm gonna guess that it's that. Come on. Almost there. It's one of those ships I should have put reverse engines on, because I'm moving around such a heavy payload. It's very, very clunky. I need to get closer. Come on, I know you can do this. Something just totally ridiculous and out of the ordinary. You know, I should have actually looked up Kerbal Cruiser to see if anyone... I mean, I'm sure people have built things on this scale. I was wondering if anyone had legitimately built a quote-unquote Kerbal Cruiser. Not necessarily like mine, of course. I was flying away from it. That's not what I want to do. Yeah, see, they said they fixed that. They didn't fix it. You lied. Although they did say they fixed it in deep space. I don't think this counts as deep space. This is low Kerbin orbit. So 6 hours later, the giant fuel payload of the Kerbal Cruiser reaches its destination. Come on, get close. Wait, how quickly are we going to be able to slow down? Not quickly. Wait. Come on, I know you can do this. Wait. What? Now we're going away from it. When did that happen? Oh wait. We have engines for this. This is very clunky and I don't particularly want to do it again. Supposed to be shifting our... Well, for goodness sake. Slow down. Alright, a Kerbal day is 6 hours. Come on. I'm not particularly worried about burning off all our RCS. Because, frankly, the Kerbal Cruiser isn't going to do a ton of maneuvering. But it's not something I really want to do. And I think 500 meters is too large of a gap to cross. With the little tug that I built in here. Thankfully, we're still traveling towards it, almost directly towards it now that I'm adjusting slightly. How much each now? Almost 500. Or almost down to 500. Which is not the greatest. Oh wait, we have an engine for this. Alright, so the next thing is going to be called I Definitely Lift, and it's going to have rear-facing engines. And more reaction wheels. If I could just make something not be there for a bit, it would be nice. I like to see the shadow of a vessel so your game doesn't have to render the whole thing. Of course, if you came within an extreme distance, like 100 meters, then it would have to render it, so that you'd slam into it, because that's what should happen. Also, I think you shouldn't be able to time warp within a certain vicinity of other vessels. Maybe only if you're on a collision course with them. Don't jump away. Let's get closer to it. Oh, so I think I get what it does. It takes from the larger fuel tanks first. So there's the Kerbal Cruiser. Slow down. Just cancel our velocity entirely. My foot is falling asleep. Almost completely. I need to get really close, but maneuvering these things is going to be clunky as all heck. Stop jumping. I need to get close to you without boring myself and everyone else. Come on. Okay, now I'm on a direct collision course. I mean, that's not great, but it'll get us close. I mean, way too close. But close. It's the, we're here with a delivery. We've got your fuel, and most of your RCS fuel. Like, half. Ish. Oh, please forgive me. Oh, that one made it come closer. Oh no, please don't tell me we're on the dark side of Kerbin. Yep. Hello. Alright, now guess what I can't see? Anything. You know what I didn't put on the Kerbal Cruiser? Lights. You know what would have been helpful? Lights. Where is this thing? I need to not slam into it. I'm being like cautious and careful and all those important things. The RCS jets sort of looked like lights. Alright, now for the actual mission, which will take us a Estonian amount of patience. And I won't keep you guys around for. Because it's just because of that. So, next episode, we'll be flying to get Jebediah Kerman. I hope you guys enjoyed this rather short, rather uneventful video. But it's stuff that had to be done. Train man out.